You ever have one of those days where everything feels just right, birds chirping, sun sparkling off the lake, coffee in hand, then out of nowhere, life just slams you with the most ridiculous kind of drama? Yeah, that happened to me, and let me tell you, I'm still shaking my head. See, I'm James Wilson. Family's always been the bedrock for me, real old-fashioned stuff, you know? Traditions, roots, a place where the world can't touch you, or so I thought. Our family's lakeside cottage isn't just a spot on the map. It's memory and muscle. My granddad built the place himself, hands rough as fence posts, a grin like the sunrise. He'd tell stories about fishing at dawn, afternoons dozing on the porch swing, long nights by the fire where jokes and secrets mixed with the crackle of pine logs. Now it's my wife Emma, our kids Sarah and Luke, and me, trying to make new memories to stack on top of the old ones. And let me tell you, that cottage, creaky porch, faded paint, broken clock in the living room that chimes whenever it feels like it, not when it's supposed to. Well, it's more home than any city condo ever could be. We got this vase too, up on the mantle. Granddad's wedding vase. Kind of ugly beautiful, if you ask me, with swirls of color and a little chip on the rim. But it's part of the family, like a silent guardian, always watching over us. The lake, that's another character in this story. Silver in the sunlight, glass smooth at dawn, and at night, man, it mirrors the stars so good you almost forget which way is up. Mostly, it's just us out there. A few other cottages along the shore, but people hardly show, so the place feels like our own private slice of paradise. Our rhythm? Easy. Coffee on the porch, Sarah sketching the view, Luke trying to beat my record-skipping stones, Emma humming while she whips up breakfast. Peace, right? Well, you know what they say, peace is just the calm before the storm. It started on the third morning. I'm on the terrace with my mug, breathing deep, and I hear tires crunching up the drive. Not the old pickup or a neighbor dropping by. No, this is a shiny black car, big city plates. A man and a woman hop out, all business. You ever meet people, and just no troubles followed them in? That's what it felt like. They march up to me, eyes hard, like I'm just the staff or something. The guy, Michael, I find out, barely lets me say good morning. We're here for the keys, he snaps. The woman, Laura, just glares, arms crossed like I've kept her waiting. At first, I'm lost. Excuse me? I ask. She rolls her eyes. We rented this place. Keys, please. Don't make this difficult. You know that moment where your brain tries to catch up? Yeah, I had that. This is our family's cottage, I say slow and calm. We've never rented it out. I think there's been a mistake. Michael pulls out a piece of paper, waves it around, but keeps it folded. We have a contract, he insists. Can I see it? I ask. Suddenly he's all offended, shoves it back in his pocket. That's none of your business. We drove hours to get here. I'm not leaving because some caretaker's confused. Oh, buddy. I felt the anger hit, but I kept my voice level. I'm James Wilson. My granddad built this place. No one rented you anything. Laura just sighs. Look, just give us the keys. Save yourself the hassle. I told them straight. There were no keys for them, and they had no right to be here. They don't leave. They pop their trunk, grab suitcases, and start hauling them toward the front door like it's the Hilton. You gotta be kidding me. I call out, blocking the steps. Michael just smirks. We're unpacking. We're staying here. Laura's right behind, voice dripping with mockery. You'll leave before we do. The real owners will set this straight. You know, sometimes you wonder what makes people like this tick. At this point, I'm losing patience. Listen, you need to leave. Now. Instead, they just barge right past, Michael shoving open the door, Laura on his heels. For a second, I'm frozen. This is my sanctuary, my safe place, and these strangers are stomping around like they own it. Inside, Michael's poking into every room. Laura plops down on our couch, phone out, acting like I'm invisible. Get out! I shout, voice bouncing off the old wood. Michael squares up. You're starting to get on my nerves. Why don't you just go back where you came from, and let us enjoy our vacation? My wife Emma appears in the doorway, pale and worried. James, maybe you should get the kids outside, she whispers. I nod, and she ushers Luke out, but Sarah lingers, phone in hand, recording. They're lying, Dad. We need proof. I almost smile at her. She's got more steel in her than most adults I know. Michael starts rummaging through our kitchen cabinets, Laura opening drawers, looking for who knows what. I take a breath, steady my voice. This is your last warning. Get out. Michael slams a cabinet, storms over, all bluster. Make me, he growls. It all explodes after that. He takes a swing, catches me in the chest, pain, but more shock than anything. And then, I see it in slow motion. His wild arm knocks into the vase. My granddad's vase. It shatters, 1,000 pieces glittering on the floor. That, more than the punch, just tears something open inside me. That's enough. I shout, voice thick. I grab my phone, but Laura sneers. You think the cops will side with you? We'll tell them you attacked us. Michael puffs up. Go ahead. Let's see who they believe. But by then, Sarah's filming from the corner. Emma's voice, stop it, echoes from the hall as she tries to keep Luke outside. Michael gets in my face, finger jabbing. You're going to stop this now or I swear. Or what? I cut in. You've already assaulted me, destroyed family property, refused to leave. The police will see the truth. Laura starts babbling about being victims, accusing me of ruining their vacation. I call 911, voice steady somehow. This is my home. They forced entry, assaulted me, destroyed property. My daughter has video proof. Sirens show up faster than I expect. 2 patrol cars in the drive, uniforms radiating authority. The officer asks what's going on. I step forward, pointing to the mess, the broken vase, Michael and Laura sulking in the living room. Michael tries to spin it. He attacked me, this is our rental. But Sarah's footage says otherwise. The officer takes her phone, watches the whole thing. Laura's bravado cracks, Michael's bluster fades. The cuffs go on. You're under arrest for trespassing, assault, and property damage. Laura shrieks, we have rights. Michael mutters threats. You don't know who you're dealing with. But by then, the truth's already out. The officers assure me the video is gold in court. The house is quiet again, finally. Emma's hand finds mine. Sarah stands tall. Luke peeks in, wide-eyed. I kneel, sweep up the fragments of the vase. Just sharp memories now. But I tell myself, we're okay. They didn't win. Court was a whole other beast. Nerves rattling in my chest, but there's relief too. We're not hiding, we're standing up, telling our story. Sarah's video plays in front of everyone. Even the judge's face tightens at the moment the vase shatters. The defense tries to argue Michael and Laura thought they had rented the place, but their contract's a fake, and the video lays it all out. Threats, aggression, lies. When the judge reads the verdict, it's like a dam breaks inside me. Michael, 2 years for assault, threats, property damage. Laura, 1 year for trespass and threats. Restitution, too. Nothing will bring back that vase, but the court made them pay, and that meant something. Granddad would have been proud. We stood up, honored his legacy. Word spread quick. Our little lake community started talking. Stories of close calls, other pushy guests, neighbors checking in more, a neighborhood watch forming. Funny how trouble can knit people together. Luke's back to skipping stones, Sarah's more confident, and Emma and I just breathe easier, knowing the worst is behind us. One day a neighbor shows up with a box, a new vase, handmade, different but special. Heard about what happened. Thought this might help. I nearly choke up. It's not the same, but it's a reminder that kindness lingers even after the storm. We tighten security, cameras, new locks, motion lights. Feels good, like we've built new walls around our sanctuary, not to keep the world out, but to protect what matters. Around the fire pit one night, Sarah holds up her phone. I didn't think recording them would matter, but it changed everything. I nod proud. It did. The truth always matters. Luke pipes up, so we always tell the truth and get proof if someone's mean? Emma hugs him close. Exactly, buddy. Our neighbors open up more, too. People who used to just nod across the water now share coffee, swap stories, check in. The cottage feels more ours than ever, but now it's also a symbol of resilience. We faced down something ugly, and came out stronger for it. One golden evening, Emma and I watched the lake light up with sunset. Feels different now, I murmur. Safer. She squeezes my hand. Because it is. And because we know we can protect it, together. You know, I sit on this porch sometimes, watching the sky go purple and the stars blink on, and I realize sanctuary isn't about perfect peace. It's about standing up when it's threatened, about the stories you build, the family you defend, and the community you lean on. We learned that even in the quietest corners, storms can come, uninvited, loud, destructive. But as long as we face them together, we'll be okay. So let me ask you, what would you do if someone tried to take what's yours? Where's the line between forgiveness and fighting back? Have you ever had to defend your piece of peace? Drop your thoughts below. Let's hear your stories about justice, about courage, about drawing the line. Because at the end of the day, home isn't just a place. It's the people willing to stand their ground for it. And that's a story worth sharing, don't you think?